Good evening and salam Ibu Witiriku. Here's updates for 23rd December 2019. 5 Sarawakian loggers were kidnapped for ransom earlier this month, allegedly by the members of Indonesian army who had encroached on Malaysian territory. According to resources, the 5, aged between 15 and 64, were harvesting wood at Wong Rangkai Forest near Kampong Danau, Malikin, 400 meters from the Syrian Kalimantan border around noon on December 11, when they were approached by 2 men in battle fatigues. The 2 were armed with 5.5 mm Pindad SS-1 assault rifles, the standard primary weapon of Tentera Nasional Indonesia. It was learned that the 5 were allegedly ambushed at a site located near WFM Malikin Oil Palm Estate in Balai Ringin. After securing them, the Indonesian forced them into their Toyota Hilux, which was parked nearby, and ordered them to drive across the Kalimantan border to the Indonesian command post in Eteli River. A report on the incident said the Sarawak police and the Malaysian army had confirmed that the snatch and grab took place on the Malaysian side of the border. A teacher has fallen victim to a parcel scam syndicate, causing her to lose 350,000 ringgit Malaysia, said Barat Daya Police. District Police Chief Superintendent An Balagan said it started when the woman, aged 53, received a call from a man who identified himself as Khalid, an officer of a courier company, last August. An Balagan said the victim was told that the parcel containing 150,000 Australian dollars was being held by the customs and that she did not settle the payment. She would be charged for money laundering by the United Nations. The victim, who was afraid, did as what she was told and made the payment through 10 transactions at several ATM machines, involving 350,000 ringgit between August and October this year. He said the woman realized she was cheated and lodged a police report 2 days ago when she received a call asking her to make an additional payment for the parcel. He added that investigation by the police found that the money was deposited into accounts which were under the name of several individuals. Now on to world news. The federal government is expected to remain partially closed till past Christmas Day in a protracted standoff over President Donald Trump's demand for money to build a border wall with Mexico. With Trump's insistence for $5 billion for the wall and negotiation with Democrats in Congress are far near from a breakthrough. Even a temporary measure to keep the government running while talks continue seem out to reach until the Senate returns for a full session next Thursday. From coast to coast, the first day of shutdown played out in uneven way. The Statue of Liberty was still open for tours thanks to the money from New York State, and the U.S. Post Office was still delivering mail as an independent agency. Yet the disruption has affected many government operations and the routines of 800,000 federal employees. Roughly 420,000 workers were deemed essential and were expected to work unpaid. An additional 380,000 were to be furloughed, meaning they will stay home without pay. The Senate has already passed legislation ensuring the workers will receive back pay, and the House was likely to follow the suit. Some agencies, including the Pentagon and the Departments of Veteran Affairs and Health and Human Services, were already funded and will operate as usual. Also still functioning were the FBI, the Border Patrol, and the Coast Guard Transportation Security Administration officers continued to staff airport checkpoints, and air traffic controllers were on the job. Many of the Congress' more conservative Republicans welcome such as a confrontation, but most GOP lawmakers wanted to avoid one because polling found that the public opposed the wall and a shutdown over it. Senator Lamar Alexander of Tennessee said that it was a complete failure of negotiation and a success for no one. Well, here's the updates for now, and I'm Kamaruddin Bujang. Salam Ibu Witiriku.